You will wake up in the middle of the night and something is going to feel weird. You're going to wake up in the middle of the night and something is going to feel bizarre. Something is going to feel strange and something is not going to feel right whatsoever. Not in a bad way necessarily, but that in itself, it's like kind of going to make you think. And then at some point, you're going to maybe, you will want to kind of go to the bathroom, or you will want to go to the toilet, or you will want to go and check maybe did you lock the door or something like that. For example, you will want to go to the window, and then you're gonna realize, oh my god, I've left the light on. I've left the light on. And that in itself is going to make you think, and it's going to make you wonder, because when you think, you will be 1,000,000% certain that you did not, leave the light on before you went to bed. This particular situation is going to be very significant, and it's going to be of such an importance that in itself is going to be a clear sign that now your life is about to change. The huge opportunity of your lifetime is slowly coming to you, and you are being guided. You are being like someone is trying to remind you, some kind of a spirit, some kind of entity, that it's entirely down to you. Do not give your power away to anybody else. Do not let other people to make you think how you should feel about your life, especially when it comes to making the certain steps, making the certain moves. This is a very, very deep and very unique spirit message that you're going to have. What the spirit wants you at this moment in your life, my gorgeous Virgo, your spirit wants you to focus on yourself 1,000,000%, and your spirit also wants you to know that you're the only one who can make this huge, massive and necessary move. You have been slowing yourself down and preventing yourself from moving on purely because you have been affected from the dark forces from the outside. Not necessarily you were even aware of it, because the dark forces from the outside are playing like a very dangerous and dark games when they are manipulating people through their subconscious mind. So it could be lots of that as well. What your spirit message is, my gorgeous Virgolini, here, that you must at all costs, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what is happening, you need to focus, you need to ground yourself, you need to center yourself, and you need to carry on with something so big, so important, so significant to you, that means to you so much, but somehow it has been affected terribly from the kind of dark and negative and very low vibrational energy and creatures from the outside. This is going to be your sign, my gorgeous Virgolini. And also, it doesn't have to be necessarily the light that you left on. You see what I mean? It can be very strongly, it can happen to you through the medium of light. But also, maybe something is going to fall down in the middle of the night. Maybe you're suddenly going to feel like a presence of someone who used to be in your life. Maybe suddenly the plant is going to move. It can happen in so many different ways, but this, when it comes to the actual light, this is something that I'm expecting very strongly that is going to happen to you. But even if it doesn't happen in that particular way, watch for the signs. Watch for the signs, the way they enter your life, when they enter your life, because after that moment in time, nothing is going to be the same ever again. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's in between the 15th and the 21st of August 2022. At the beginning of the week, you are gonna get a really powerful and wise, very unique advice. This advice that you are going to become aware of, it's going to answer your question, what was so much on your mind, especially within the last 15 days, that was affecting you from making a certain decision, which kind of put you in a bit of a stationary mode. And that decision, it's also connected with you making some kind of traveling plans, some kind of like a traveling journey and things like that. Anything that's to do with traveling, anything like that, you most certainly need to take on, because I do see a good luck, a great luck in terms of you finding out so much about yourself as soon as you find yourself on this path, when it comes to the making traveling arrangements, or while you're traveling, or while you're there, or at that destination, or while you're on your way back. Through that particular vibration and energy, something mind-blowing is going to happen, because the missing part of you that you need at this moment in time to just slide into this spiritual quest that you're going to find yourself, there is an element, there is an information, something is missing that is going to come to you in terms of you feeling something, seeing something, connecting to something visually. And that in itself is exactly what you need in terms of that, like a little bit of a final push at this moment in time. So my gorgeous Virgolini, just pay attention to the advice that you are going to get at the beginning of the week, please. And this advice is, very kind of like a strong and intellectual advice, but at the same time, it's going to open you up spiritually, and it's going to help you to see clearly and to think clearly. And that in itself, it's also kind of going to help you to understand how to get to the very specific part of your life, that means to you so much. And it's also going to help you to understand the importance of being like a smart and very, very patient at this moment in your life. This in itself, it's going to also like kind of lead towards a really brilliant epiphanies that are gonna lead you towards absolutely mind-blowing opportunities. And how you're gonna know this, because what, at the beginning of the week there are lots of plans. Now this beginning of the week is also bringing you this very, very interesting shift in your life, where you're gonna find yourself like suddenly, oh my god, almost like the return, the missing part of you, the lost part of you that was always making you very enthusiastic. It's about to return, baby. And this is where your power is in itself as well. It's going to increase every single aspect of your life in terms of your own like a spiritual longevity. But at the same time, when you find yourself, like plans, now suddenly you're going to feel optimistic at the beginning of the week. Suddenly you're going to like kind of be thinking about all sorts of plans in order to improve your life. Now this is when you need to know two things. When you start thinking about plans, this is going to rejuvenate you in so many different ways. It's going to help you to get up different pictures that you need at this moment in your life. It's going to show you what exactly to make a readjustment about in terms of the actual sacrifice. And it's also going to show you like the actual clarity, in terms of like you understanding the changes slowly but surely entering your life. And now after this moment in time, like always, it's entirely down to you how quickly you're gonna get there. So as soon as you start thinking about the certain plans, you need to understand two things. Number one, these plans are going to lead to absolutely mind-blowing opportunities, please. And also number two is that these plans are going to work out perfectly. These plans that come to you that makes you feel rather vavomish at the beginning of the week. This is also going to bring you so many little different lotus moments indeed. And that it's going to help you also, these plans, and these epiphanies that I'm talking about, brilliant epiphanies. Look at this. Where is it? Look at this brilliant epiphanies as well. When I'm shuffling these tarot cards, my gorgeous Virgolini, and I'm just focusing on these brilliant epiphanies, okay? I'm going to shuffle these cards, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and I'm going to focus on these brilliant epiphanies. There you go. Look at this, like unbelievable. These brilliant epiphanies are gonna like make you feel alive again. These brilliant epiphanies, something is going to feel so colorful. Something is going to feel so real. Something is going to feel so different. Something is going to feel so powerful. It's bringing you the hope. It's bringing you inspiration. It's bringing you healing energy. It's bringing you that power into your life that is going to shake every single part of you that needs to be shaken in this moment, in order to understand that this is in itself is an inspiration that is bringing you bright prospects that you absolutely must not ignore at this moment in your life. My gorgeous Virgolinis, it's bringing you hope, inspiration, bright prospects, fantastic healing energy into your life, but it's also going to provide you with an important key, a spiritual key. You're about to enter an important door, because the new portal, it's about to reveal itself to you, and this of course is important. On another hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's all about this is going to help you to establish yourself. Okay, what is going to be happening at the beginning of this week is going to help you to establish yourself, but it's also going to help you to make an important decision. That decision, it's not only going to motivate you even more, it's actually going to motivate others as well, because it's going to increase your ambition. You're going to feel very driven. Why? Because the clear direction, it's going to be absolutely obvious, which is bringing you new possibilities. It's bringing you new relationships. It's bringing you the part of your life which is just going to reconnect you with so many people that mean to you so much. But it's also going to open your eyes in terms of your understanding. Oh my God, how you think differently about the problems that would normally bring you down really badly. So it's all about this new knowledge that you're becoming aware of, which is going to make you feel even more active and more determined when it comes to those things in your life that you experienced about. But you know what is just as important? You being authoritative. Okay, you putting your foot down, you kind of explaining yourself, okay, and at the same time, this in itself is bringing you like a really kind of enthusiasm into your life. And that same enthusiasm, it's also at the beginning of the week really going to it's going to put you in the stage where you will want to really kind of, not as such about discovery, but it's about exploring something, exploring. You need to understand what you're gonna find, what you're gonna feel enthusiastic about at the beginning of the week. This part of your week, you're also gonna feel that there is something that you need to explore. And as soon as you throw yourself into it, this in itself, it's going to become like a little adventure in itself, because it's just all about you becoming suddenly very, very decisive, very focused. You're gonna be very driven, and then at the same time you're going to become aware of the actual events that are going to move with great speed, that are going to become like, they're going to be like a huge stepping stone when it comes to you getting where you want to get in, to the part of your life in the near future. Something that would normally put you off because it would take absolutely long time, but now you are going to have a clear sense of timing, how long it's something going to take. And this, my gorgeous Virgolini, this time it is not going to put you off whatsoever. And also, when you become aware of the events that are going to move with great speed, normally it would be like it would put you off because it's taking such a long time. At that moment in time, you need to remember to choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Please, because the part of your little challenge is going to be that there is so much going to be going on around you. There are certain things that are going to affect you, but it's nothing to do with the people who are directly in your life, people who you know, but it's about you looking on the outside and being aware of things that you're already aware of. There is something else that is going to go on such a different scale, and you're going to find something quite mind-blowing, but then again, there is nothing you can do about it. You can absorb as much as you can and just move on, and just use this as something that is going to be use this like a really great advice for yourself, so you know what to avoid, and you will know what to not avoid. But my point is that is going to take your attention away just a little bit, so you must not allow that to take over. Very important indeed. Okay, and also that's why I'm saying choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional, because you must not allow to what's going on the outside to take the better of you. And at the same time, this is going to really show you the certain kind of changes that are going to be quite unexpected, really. And that from the beginning of the first week to the midweek, it's all about these unexpected changes. And these unexpected changes, for once, you're going to need to review your options carefully, okay? But don't overanalyze. Review your options carefully, but do not overanalyze whatsoever. And then on another hand, when it comes to the midweek now, this unexpected, like sudden unexpected changes are actually going to surprise you, but they are going to be good. They are going to be good, they are going to surprise you so much. First of all, you're going to feel just a little bit lost, like, oh my god, but then you're going to realize how much better you're going to feel, like almost instantly, because it's bringing a sudden shift into your life, and it's going to show you and make you aware of the variety of options. And when it comes to this variety of options that you're going to become aware of, you just need to be as realistic as possible. You need to remain realistic when you're thinking about new directions in life, but also you need by you being realistic, you are actually going to really by you being realistic, you will know at the exact time, when it's the exact time to head in a new direction. And by you being realistic, you are going to give the proper real response, because after that moment in time, you being realistic, it's also going to bring you a clarity on your life purpose, and in your spirit, in your soul, you will know what to do. You will know that everything that you've done so far was the right thing to do. This is going to really help you to reconnect with your spiritual and your soul purpose, but at the same time, you're going to become aware of some kind of a great sadness that affected you since long time ago. Something happened to you like a long time ago. You went through some kind of a sadness, very, very sad and very difficult situation. And it's also like kind of connected to someone who you feel very angry about still. You need to understand, by the time we get to the last part of this week, as soon as someone just out of the blue come to your mind and you feel very angry about them, very sad about them, even if you think that that particular person is really evil, it depends what they did to you in your past. Please, you need to understand that you are only going to release yourself. I know it's, again, I'm going to say this, I know I've said this millions of times, it's easy for me to say, like, forgive and forget, but my Lord, this is about you, it's about your life, it's about your spiritual journey. And now big things are happening to you, and before big things are happening to you, you're always facing that ultimate little challenge, someone who did something bad to you, who you still hold some kind of a grudge with. And why am I saying this? Because karmically, you can't move on with your life until you let this person go. So you need to forgive and forget, instead of thinking, oh, that bastard and this and that, you know what I mean? No, baby, no. Find this as you need to find this as a sacred sign, as a sacred gift, the moment that you need to use. As soon as you're angry with someone, just try to release that person and let them go. I know it sounds crazy, but it is the part of your challenge. The sooner you do this, the sooner you are going to kind of start the process of healing. But also, you need to let go of that particular past. You need to let go of that particular past, because that in itself, it's affecting your strength. And when your strength is affected, your balance is affected. When your balance is affected, your decision making is affected. When your decision making is affected, then your planning is affected. You see, so it's all like a bit of a spiritual domino effect. Make the most of it and release yourself from this negative energy, and give a chance to your spirit and to your soul to elevate on the next level of your spiritual journey. And also, the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, It's like, remember to never give up, never ever give up. Protect what you have created and be prepared, just remember to never give up. And at the same time, you are gonna feel a little bit unhappy, and when you feel a little bit unhappy at the end of the week, you need to really this is your sign to, because it's a lot to do with you feeling limited. Okay, it's all to do with you being limited. So this is again, really great sign for you, exactly what is making you so unhappy. It is going to reveal the part of your life that you do not want to plod along anymore. You do not want to be part of, and it's making you feel clearly unhappy. So you need to establish what this is. So that is also making you feel really limited. And why is it making you limited? Because you're unhappy, and you're going to be unhappy until you do something about it. Okay, so it's all about realizing what is making you feel unhappy, but at the same time there is going to be very interesting spirit message, and the spirit message is going to be all about you observing your limitations. There is a number 33 and 333 and 444. These numbers, if you come across these numbers throughout this week, you need to pay attention to what was on your mind. I can guarantee to you that you are preventing yourself from doing something. You need to release this negative blockage. You need to release this negativity within your mind, and it's all to do with these observations. You know what I mean? Like observe limitations and things like that. So if you come across these numbers throughout the week, okay, then at the same time, as soon as you become aware of these numbers, it's about the synchronicity. You need to immediately think, oh, what did I think about? What was I thinking about? You see what I mean? So it's going to point out exactly what to pay attention to in terms of the actual limitations. So you need to lift this up and realize that you can actually do this, and it was all along, it was all down to you. But I don't blame you, because again, it's so much to do with things that have been going on the outside. So it's just about when you are gonna really realize about you being free spirit and things like that. And also the end of this week, you're gonna become aware of, I like this so much. It's about a certain deception, trickery and dishonesty, bad influence and insincere people. You will know through these insincere people, you will know exactly who you can trust and who you cannot trust. But then again, knowing which type of people are to do with the deception, something is just not going to be right whatsoever. And these are not people in your life. These are not your family members. These are not your friends. These are not people around you. These are not people in your immediate life, but are the people on the outside. And you will know what I mean, because you will be watching something, you will be listening to something rather poisonous, something rather toxic, something very dark and negative that absolutely doesn't make sense anymore whatsoever. But you will be able to see the bigger picture of everything, and you will know what to do and what not to do, what to avoid and what not to avoid. But most importantly, this is going to be brilliant for you, because it's going to play an important role when it comes to you overcoming absolutely massive obstacle and challenge in your life, because that in itself, it's going to help you to understand exactly what is going on, and that it's going to really open up the whole new door for you, where you're going to realize that there is an important negotiation that you're going to be part of. It's going to happen within few days after that moment in time. It's all about you becoming aware of an important negotiation, and when that negotiation happens, it's something really magical is going to take place. I can see that you're going to be worried, a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed, but you know what? So much uncertainty, it's actually going to be cleared just by having this negotiation. Uncertainty, clarity, it's like, oh my God. But then at the same time, this is going to make you aware of that you are approaching the end of the problem. And when you're going to know this, because an unexpected event is going to occur at the end of the week also, where you're going to become aware of the surprising achievement. And that surprising achievement is going to answer to you in itself what the next step it's going to be. And the next step, it's going to be it's all about you kind of keeping it all in balance, understanding like understanding your responsibility in your life, but also it's going to be consisting of you revisiting old plans and taking the next steps. It's all about you knowing exactly which bold and ambitious choices do you need to make, but at the same time it's about expansion of your plans, and just keep on moving forward no matter what. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.